I've been doing this helping TIs, which goes hand in hand with journalism since like I'm going to say 2014. And that's when I thought that wasn't a thing. And then 2018 when I got into the expose. So when they all came to help to me, none of them asked me for no religious views. None of them asked me for no stupid shit because they're dealing with reality. We're not in a fable like the Bible. And so basically, that's the little faggot sound. Um, yeah, no, the place, this resource for this subreddit has become like a brainwashing camp. And so like every single and this guy knows, people know. So it's like you figure you can have a million zeros posting the same garbage to like trick themselves, and then you have legitimate motherfuckers. So every in reference to what he's saying, every person that's messaged me and they're telling me about their things, like this guy who's messaging me and he's telling me about how I'm right, and I don't care about being right. I just care about helping. So every other person that's been, I've replied to and I've told them, not just on Reddit. Like I said, I just became active on Reddit. So for the past few years, they never once pushed religion. They never once asked me about religion. They did thank me for the tips that I gave them. And like this guy says, every single time, this AD guy, and his name is AD, there's something for you. He accuses people of being liars and trying to get TIs to focus too much on the gang stalking. So if I told the TI, like, there was one time I told the TI, I said, how about you focus on like exercising, getting a job? This motherfucker comes in with, are you even a targeted individual? TIs get a job? And I'm like, well, why are you focusing so much on the negative, dumbass? And then he was really focused on spreading religious agenda, like a little prick. And he doesn't even embody that religious agenda. What a faggot. And then he's like, this guy who obviously agrees, I was quite active a few months and brought something I found to be extremely relevant to the attention of people that got me banned for a month, claiming I was getting obsessed with this and needed to take a break and do other things. What the fuck is a subreddit for, anyways, prick? And my posts on the subject were all subsequently censored and removed. Basically, I found that many, possibly who know all of us, are selected by the following criteria: non-Masonic involvement and birth dates. Over our gang stalking, and like I said, that goes hand in hand. Basically, you don't support the New World Order, and you're an American patriot. That's it. And they want to kill you. I have insider details, insider knowledge, which is why I've taken the precautionary steps. Our gang stalking, in turn, while sharing many general experiences, is fine-tuned according to phrases found as anagrams of our names, or towns or combinations of our first name and town, or first name and year. Like if your name is Mike, you can look up Michael 20, and even though the results are sometimes staggering, if you have the patience and make some allowances for phonetic pronunciations and abbreviations, basically you'll pretty much find descriptions of what's been happening to you that year or where they're trying to push you, or just look up your first name and words like Freemasonry, and the combos that come back will have hidden among the many results descriptions of not the current shit they do to victims, but also stuff they have been previously dismissed as freak accidents or a string of weird bad luck. Don't let them confuse you with their bullshit. They're trying to induce Stockholm Syndrome in their victims, where they not only destroy people's lives, but insist their victims feel grateful, because they've been given a wonderful opportunity to experience a mystical, spiritual, blah 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 blah. And if that ain't the case, you're telling me all these other motherfuckers and cases that have been on the news and situations and the fact that it's been mainstream, the fact that Edward Snowden, a disinfo agent, publicly said, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And he's one that's not actually for the people, but he basically said, yeah, that's what it is. And he's not religious by any means. You're basically telling me and all these other people in the community that this is bullshit when more people agree with me and more people agree with that method of ideology opposed to believing in some pseudoscience and some religious doctrine. Yeah, exactly. Go piss off and go back to your little indentured servitude system. The rest of us will stay in reality. That's basically why I've gone into depth for everything. So, in reference to my cases, my situation, the neighbors, the fucking intrusion, the individuals on premises with the theft, everything, man. I know it's people that hate America because they're obviously Masons and they obviously already sold out. Those who repent, they are repent. Yeah, to put it in a religious context, those who repent are those that see the truth in the way that America is being shaped. It's not called repenting. It's probably called realizing their lapse in judgment. They see what's happening to America, and so they are like, never mind, I can't do this. Go fuck yourself. For the rest of us normal people, we see what's happening to America. It's a rigged system, but if more of us can basically bring attention to it and say, I don't care how rigged it is because there's more of us and there are of you who are truly patriotic, the embodiment of our country. Eventually, it's going to start another movement, and it has started a bunch of movements. MAGA is an example, and that started overnight. That's all I'll say. Stay woke, pay attention. Don't believe anybody trying to help you with no religious agenda. Because if they're giving you a direct link to a Bible, they're going to make money. If they're giving you a direct link to some type of ideology, they have some type of affiliation. Why the fuck, if it's some high-tech, sophisticated military budget program, would praying help? Think about that shit. Read Bill Cooper's book. It has everything this guy's talking about and more. Uh, Receipts, people, associations, dates, things you buy, places you've been, time you spend in the house, time you go outside, favorite food, phone numbers, digital transcripts, your your family's names, your neighbors' names, your date of birth, your favorite food, every single thing you can think about, every single thing from day one. They operate using that. Who would do that? Would America do that? No, I think America's looking out for us. You know who would do that? The New World Order, the Zionists.